girls, so I'm back with you today and I'm going to do a Christmas inspired cut crease, but first of all I would like you to subscribe, like and share my video. It would mean so much to me. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me on my journey. Now shall we get to it? Guys, so we're back. So first of all what you want to do is we're going to place a base on my eyelid just for all the products to stick to. It makes it so much easier, so much easier. So I'm going to take a light tone that isn't too light. I'm just going to stick this on my eyelid. So I'm going to line my brow so that when it does come to doing them, it's far easier. So you're just going to whack that on the eyelid. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a mini blending brush. You can, no, definitely not a brush, beauty blender. So you can use any size for this. All you've got to remember is it's got to be damp. So I'm just dabbing this in. So I'm taking a blending brush, as you can see. I am then going to use a light brown from a Morphe palette. I will put all the details in the description below. So you always tap off the excess on your brush. You don't want to go in with too much. So I'm going to start first of all by placing this into the crease of my eye and above. Just going forwards and backwards. And if you feel like you need more product, you pick more product up, tap off, go back in. It's always better to build colour rather than going in with too much and then panicking because you can't get it off. You're getting frustrated because you have to take the whole thing off. Start again. So I'm going in circular motions just above my eye crease, up to my eyebrow, not too far. I have hooded eyes, so for this look I have to go into the crease and above the crease because when I relax my eye you can't really see what I've done in there because of the extra skin. So just going in. You'll see the shape form. You've got to trust the process because it doesn't always look the way you want it to look at first. You have to believe you're capable, guys. Just sweeping that out. Then what we are going to do is we're going to take a clean blending brush. These brushes, they're nothing special. I got them all off eBay or Wish. They were £2 or £3 in a set from eBay. Sometimes cheaper if I was to get them from Wish. So we're just going in circular motions against that top line just to buff it out because you don't want any harsh lines. So once you've done that, you're going to go back in if you feel like you need to add more depth with your colour. Taking that up and out. I'm going to go in with just a shade darker. I'm going to use this shade in my Morphe palette. This palette is palette 15N and it's called the Night Master. And then just go straight into where I was already placing my product. Doing the same movements as last time. See how it's deepening now? So Now going back in with that clean blending brush just to blend that out. Booming. So I am just gonna cut seams. Now I'm back, guys, and we've done the other one. What you want to do is you want to take a small concealer brush, doesn't matter, it's how comfortable you are with the size. I use small ones for more precise precision. So I'm going to take this, and for people that have hooded eyes, if you want to know where your cut crease should be, you want to place a little bit just where your lash line is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to relax our eye and look up. You see how it's left an imprint now? So that is where I'm going to be taking my cut crease. So you're just going to follow that round into your eye corner. You want that edge to be really, really smooth. No lumps, no bumps. I am going to be taking this outwards. I'm going to follow this round like that. Just like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fill that little bit in now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mini beauty blender and I'm just going to dab the excess off, just to press it in. I like to use my finger sometimes just for a little bit of a softer blend. I'm just going to speed this section up. For the next step, now we're gonna take a flat brush. So I'm going to find the one I prefer to use. So this is a Studio brush, Studio London, this brush. It's a nice flat brush, and now I'm going to take a really, really light shade and just go into this top line just to set it. So for this, I'm going to choose I'll go with this one because it's very light. So just get enough on your brush, and you just want to pack this on. We're not rubbing, we're just dabbing it on. So I'm going to start in this inner corner. Just building it up as you go along the crease. Just packing that on. We're not going to bring it too far down because we're going to be doing something else on the bottom half. Just dabbing that in. go along that line where you've put your cut crease. A flat brush like I'm using will always help you get the precision right near that line. A blending brush will go over the crease line and blend into the other colour, and you don't want that. See how that is now a lot brighter? See? See how it's set that in place now? So, sorry, just got a little bit of an itch on the inner side of my nose. So now I'm just gonna speed up the video again, guys, just so that I can get this other eye smashed off. So, here we go. And there we have it, guys. So now what you want to do is we're going to take a small angled brow brush. This brush is from Unique. It has been through thick and thin with me, so I'm going to use that. Now we're going to do a winged liner. We're not going to use eyeliner for this. What I am going to do is I'm going to get a liquid matte lipstick. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to go with the Revolution one, just because when it sets, it sets. So first of all, I'll show you the product. So this is just a Revolution, it's part of a lip kit. I have the whole set, so you just want to dab your brush in the product. You don't want to get too much on there, so just lightly, just so you've got a little bit on there. Just grab my mirror. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to start on the outer corner. We're going to flick out, so going from your inner waterline just lightly, and then we're gonna bring it from this outer line down into a little triangle. So you don't want to start from the very tip, you want to build it as you go along. So just like so. And we are now going to line this part up. So I'm going to take it from this outer corner, dragging it along bit by bit. So inner corner, just so you can get those to meet. Don't worry if you go a little wrong like I just did, because you can always thicken it up. You've got a lot of lid to work with when you do a cut crease, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. So now I need a little bit more product, and then I am going to come off here just while I do the other eye. Just fill in this section in. Right, now I'll come back once I've done the other eye, guys. Hi guys, we're back, it's done. So we're going to crack on, we're going to go back in with the same flat brush that I was using with the same colour. Now we're just going to bring it a little bit more down so that we can meet the eyeliner, just to set everything that's above it. So just packing that on. Same on the other eye. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to put the base of my face on now. So we're going to go, I don't use foundation for my base, not at the moment anyway. So I'm going to be using concealer. So I'm going to get my concealer brush that I used at the beginning. I'm going to go in with the light colour underneath the eyes. We want to be disguising any circles or bags that we have. I don't really have many, but I see them, the camera doesn't. So you're going to take your brush and you're just going to run it up the side of your eyeliner just to give that precision. Just like that. Same on the other eye. Just like that. Then we're going to put a little bit on the forehead here. I am going to carve out my eyebrows. I know I have not done them yet, but this is the way I like to do them. This is a hack really to create your own stencil. So just giving my eyebrows a little bit of a brush with a spoolie. Just before I go around them. So now I'm taking my concealer on my concealer brush and I'm just lining around my brows. Like that. Take a little bit more concealer to do the other one. Just going around my brows, thicken that up just a little bit. Then just where I have just gone over my eye colour just a little bit, I'm going to dab it first of all, just once with my finger, and then we're just going to go in with the excess of the brush that we used to place that colour, and we're just going to blend it out. Just like that. So now we are going to put this light concealer on the inner part of your nose. Like that. Underneath your cheekbones. Just like that. On your chin. Now a little bit on the top lip. Yeah, I'm just going to go in with my small beauty blender just to blend this in just a little bit before I put my contour in. So it's just a little bit easier for it to blend really. So just patting that in with your damp beauty blender. So if you can hear dabbing noises, that's because the mic is right next to my face. So I do apologise for that, but if I don't use the mic, my phone picks up a lot of white noise in the background. So this still picks it up a little bit, but not as much. So we're just continuing to dab. I'll speed this bit up for you though. Once you've done that, what you want to do now is you want to take your concealer brush again and take a darker concealer colour. So I like to go pretty dark with this. It won't look as dark once it's all blended in. So you're going to put a bit on your forehead. I don't necessarily need this on my forehead. I haven't got a big forehead, but I don't feel like my makeup's complete without it. So I like to put at least a little bit on. So now you're gonna make a fish face. A little bit on your chin, just below your lip. This will help you have that definition for your lips. Tiny little bit on the top of the lip, and then down the sides of the nose. Bottom of your nose, tiny bit across the middle. Do your jawline. Just a little flick. So then we're going to take a kabuki style brush, short haired, and we're going to dab this product in just to spread it out. Keep patting, just blending those colours slowly into each other. I'm going to speed this a little bit up. Right, now we've finished that, we're going to go in between all this colour now and put a shade that's relatively, sorry, I'm getting cramp, relatively in between all the shades on my face. So just grabbing a bit of that. I'm just going to mix it with a slightly lighter colour. Right. Now you've got this on your brush, you're just going to plant this everywhere you've not applied any colour, in between any shades, like that. Don't worry if it's messy, like I said earlier, trust the process. You ain't gonna get nowhere with this if you ain't trusting no process. Right, a little bit here, just a bit here. Here, we're going to blend your jawline in a minute. So now we're going to take the same brush and we're going to press all these products in now. I will speed this up for you. So I need my setting powder, which is here. I'm going to use a powder puff, excuse mine, it's not the cleanest, but I do use it every couple of days. So just get a little bit of that product. Now you're gonna set underneath the eyes. I have a couple of creases there that just, if they're not set straight away, they are just painful. So prominent, you can just see them all the time. So just dab in your powder puff or your beauty blender, whichever you prefer to use. I like pressed setting powder, so my version of baking is slightly different. So once you've done that one eye, now just before I do that other eye, I'm just going to take my little beauty blender because it's set into my crease a little bit more than I wanted it to. So now quickly going into that setting powder again and just going underneath that eye. Setting it, dab into the creases, into the creases. Just dab in. You only want to put this setting powder in the places that are highlighted because we're going to put contour on. Just brighten them areas back up a bit. Well, deepen them down. Right, forehead in between your eyebrows, so you want to press a little bit there, pressing it in. Down your nose. Chin. And then you want to do under your cheekbones. Just down here. This part you can wipe, guys. If you're used to using, you know, proper banana powder and doing the whole baking, you may want to swoop on this. Just to get the precision of that contour line. So I'm just setting in the crevices of my nose. Right. Now I'm just taking a Royal and Langnickel powder brush. So I'm going to use, I don't use contour powder for this, I use colours from a palette. So I'm going to go in with this colour here on my cheekbones and forehead. So just getting a little bit of that on the brush and then buffing it in. You want circular motions, just so you're buffing it in into the other setting powder. I hate when a little bit of hair gets involved in what you try to do. It's so annoying. So you, again, you want to be building this colour, don't just pack it onto the brush and then go straight in, because you've got wet concealer, so you are definitely, it's just going to stick to the concealer. It will be hard to blend, so be careful. So just building that up. On that forehead. Circular motions. There we go, right. Now cheekbones. I will speed this up now, guys. Right, now that bit's done, we're going to go in with a little bit of blusher. I love blusher at the moment, so I'm just going to go in where I contoured, just to put a little bit more warmth into it. Just using the same brush. This, well, no, it's not concealer, it is Candy Floss 2 blusher, and it's from the Pound shop. It has vitamin E in it. Right, now we're going to go in with that same contour colour, and we're just going to use a little blending brush. I'm going to use this little blending brush right here, just to do the contour on my nose. So a little bit under the nose. build it up however you like it. Making sure I've got the excess off my brush. Up to the eyebrows. Chiseled nose. So what we are going to do next now is I'm going to put some eyebrows on for a start. So we're going to take the same angled brush that we used for the eyeliner before, making sure that you've got no leftover product on your brush, because otherwise you're going to end up with red eyebrows if you use the same brush like I do. I've made these mistakes before. I'm going to take my brow pomade, which is by Revolution. I'm just going to wipe my brush through it. And then we're going to line the brows. So first of all, I'm going to take my spoolie just to make sure everything's in line where it should be. And I'm going to outline them. So I'm going to speed this part up, guys, just so that we can cut a little bit of time off, because this does take me a few minutes. Right, and then if you've gone out of line anywhere, you're just going to take a tiniest little bit of your concealer on your concealer brush. And just get rid of it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with a green colour now with a semi-flat brush. It's got a little bit of a tapered edge, just like this. So it's not flat, but it's not a full-on blending brush either. Got pain in my neck, how annoying. So I'm going to take a green out of, now this palette my nan got me for Christmas, bless her. She got it from Claire's Accessories and it's actually really good. So this is just a Claire's Accessories. It couldn't tell you what the number of the palette is, all I know is it's Claire's. So I'm going to take this lovely green colour here. I'm going to pop that under the eye. Just running this now under the eye. Be careful not to poke your eye out. Running that up to your eyeliner, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a clean blending brush. I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller one than the one I was using earlier. So I'm going to go in with this blending brush just to go over the harsh line and blend it into the crease below my eye, just like that. So we're going to do the same on the other eye now, so I'm going to come back when I've done it, guys. Now for the other one, guys, so we're going to move on. So I'm going to take a liquid eyeliner. This is Rimmel London's Glam Eyes eyeliner. It's perfect for detail. Just look at how thin that is. So now we're going to add the vine for our Christmas lights. So you want to take your eyeliner and we're going to do it through the eyebrow. So starting about here, going to put in that first line into the eyebrow. Then we're going to take the line underneath the eyebrow. So just like that. Now we're going to bring the next line out of the eyebrow. A little bit more product. Just like that. So we're just going to put in the little notches that the bulbs are on, so I'll get a little bit closer for you. Just putting them in little by little, just like that. Take a tiny little bit more product on the end. I'm going to do the same underneath now. I'm going to do the same on this top bit now. Just like that. Now I'm going to do the bulbs. So you see how I've made a little detail of where my light bulb's going to be. Now we have another one. So I'm just going to cut now, guys, and come back when it's finished, alright? So I'll cover it and let's do this. So guys, I'm back. This is the result. So now we're going to put a little bit of white face cream in the lights, just so when I pack the colour I'm going to use on them, it's going to stick. It's going to be bright. Hope you're all enjoying this so far. For anybody that's got this far, thank you for supporting my journey. It takes me so long to put these videos together, so we're going to take a small brush, and we're going to take, I'm using Technic's face cream in white. I'm just going to put this in the centre of these lights. I'm going to first of all start off with yellow, pack it onto your brush and then dab. Just like that. Now we're going to go in with Thinking Green, packing it on there. Now we're going to go in with a pink, pack that on there. Just like that. How amazing does that look already? I'm loving it. So what we're going to do now is I need to go back in with this flat brush with my light colour just back into that crease, just because I've got a little bit of imprint smudge I'm going to now use Snazaroo's white face paint just to go in the very, very centre of this look. We've got some now, right, so very gently, you want to make sure there's no excess on the sides, and in the centre we are just going to put a little white line. So now they look like they're glowing. So what we're going to do now is I am going to add a little bit of mascara. I'm going to just cut scene, guys, because I need to get the glitter. You're adding glitter to this. Guys, I'm back. So I've now got the glitter. So once that's mixed up, we're going to place this now on top of the eyeliner that I created. I've got a little bit closer so that you can see a bit more. And this will dry in place. Wait for it to dry and then you can build over it if you want it a little bit more glittery. So I'm going to do the other side while this side's setting. So once that's on, you want to let them dry. While this is drying, go in with the lips. So I think I'm going to go with the red lip, only because it's Christmas. I take my red lip liner. I'm just going to go over my Cupid's bow. Now I like to overline my lips, so I will be going just above my lines. Then we're going to take the red lip. So this is the Revolution lip kit again. So I've got a freckle on my lip here that gets in the way all the time. So my eyelashes that I will be using today are my girl Carrie Ryan's Latitude, my bad, Latitude lashes. So these are stunning. I can't wait for you to see them. And that, guys, is a wrap. I hope you've really enjoyed this. I hope it's given you a few pointers that you didn't know already, and I hope this was simple enough for you to recreate at Christmas. So please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when my next video goes up. Thanks guys, love yous, bye.